painted in 1880 or 90, something like that. I'm rather vague about it. It's a very famous painting.
The feeling and the whole theme of the ball is based on the painting?
Yes. It's completely authentic. The Perich is sponsoring it because the Empress Eugenie loved Perich and came there very often.
You can actually walk in that dress.
I can even dance in it.
How do you feel in wearing the sort of these 18th century, are they 18th century costumes?
Yes. 19th century costumes. Well, it's the same period as Gone with the Wind. It's absolutely the same period as Gone with the Wind. So it's the prettiest period in the world. Every woman wants to wear one.
And can you tell me, and the reason, of course, that you're doing this and going in front of all these people, of course, is because of April in Paris.
It's for the charity. It covers a lot of charities in America and in France. It's a very important charity. They make about $250,000, I think.
At least, I understand that. But and can you tell me about who some of the other ladies are?
Well, the lady in blue is the Comtesse de MacMahon. The lady in black is the Baroness de Cabrol. The one dancing now in yellow and white is the Vicomtesse de Rosier. She's American, born here. The next one is the Princess de Broye. Then an American from Texas called Mrs. Wyatt, Lynn Wyatt. And then a dancer from the opera, the premier ballerina of the Paris Opera, Josette Daniel.
You just know everybody and say it so beautifully.
Yeah, but we've been doing it now for 3 or 4 days.
You've been practicing. Now, what are you going to be doing out there exactly?
Well, the curtain opens and we're sitting there exactly as the painting is.
You are the Empress, of course.
All of us I'm the Empress, it seems.
They're the ladies in waiting.
Ladies in waiting. And then we do what's called a quadrille and then a waltz. And then we go and sit with our friends at the tables.
And all goes to charities. That's wonderful. Well, thank you, Duchess, for talking to me. I appreciate it very much. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me how you feel all decked out in your 19th century costume?
All right. I think it's a very agreeable costume to wear. And I would like people to wear it today.
No.
Really? Because I think it's a prettier costume that time for night for man than it's today.
Well, thank you very much. Mrs. Wyatt, you look very pretty tonight.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel about being all, gone with the wind? And
It's very romantic. However, I wouldn't like to be like this all the time.
why is that?
It's a little uncomfortable with the hooks.
Are there hoops underneath, or?
We all have lots of crinolines and petticoats, but it's very romantic. All we need is a Clark Gable.
You look very beautiful. And you are going to be one of the ladies in waiting?
Yes. Yes.
You look just smashing. Thank you for talking to me. Was it hard to learn the dances in that big skirt? And
I don't speak English. That's very easy.
Very easy. She's a
Very
beautiful
nice.
girl. I'm very much inspired.
yes,
And
I
you
will,
wouldn't
and so am I.
Wouldn't you be too?
I am, as I see it. Could you turn around a little bit and look into the camera? And how do you? Is it there? Over there. So, are you having fun? Is it sort of romantic and?
Oui, j'y comprends rien.
C'est vrai qu'elle
No.
C'est
It
très
was very
amusant
fun,
pour tout.
very amusing to do it, and I'm very glad to be at New York because it's the first time I come.
Will you come back?
Of course I will.
Okay, thank you very much. What are you talking about?
Talking about our problems with our dresses, which are too long, and we're afraid that we're going to, trip on the floor.
Lovely waltz. It's absolutely lovely. It'll be very pretty.
What will the waltz be?
Strauss, sir?
And was it hard to waltz in the dresses, or are you afraid?
No, we're only afraid of the length because some of them are too long. It's a beautiful waltz, and we've all practiced in Paris. It's called La Lagune, like the lagoon.
Very romantic. It's.
Très romantique et très peu connu.
Would you like to dress up like this every day and go out? And...
Yes, I really think I would. I'd love it. It's a lovely fashion for girls.
What else? What else have you been practicing for 3 or 4 days? And
We've been practicing in Paris, yes.
especially from Paris for the ball.
For this, yes, to do it, with the Paris committee. Ah, vous voulez que nous parlons en français?
Un petit peu. Sure, you speak to French. Go ahead, Sebu.
On vous demande pour le tableau, comment vous trouvez toute cette... enfin, là, si vous voulez passer un peu par là, parce qu'on a besoin de vous. Alors, comment vous trouvez tout cet excitement?
C'est ravissant, c'est vraiment très joli, c'est l'époque romantique.
Ça vaut la peine de voyage?
Ah, absolument. Enfin, j'espère pour le public, surtout.
Ne regardez pas ça parce que j'ai tout dans la main.
Malcolm, of course, Sabu did all the hair and all the...
Oui,
essayé,
tout. Il a tout arrangé.
Et Balmain a fait 2 robes à Paris, les robes.
Balmain did the dresses.
Balmain, oui.
Pas tous, mais
Pas tous,
quelques-uns.
certains.
La robe de l'impératrice.
Et
La mienne aussi.
Aussi sur l'arrière.
We haven't talked to this beautiful girl yet.
Madame Bailey.
Excuse me. You look so beautiful. Can you tell me what your name is?
Baroness Philippe de Cabrol.
Oh, that sounds pretty, and you look as pretty as you sound. Can you tell me, is this your first trip to America?
No, the second one.
It's what?
Second one.
The second one. So you're going to come back again, I hope?
I hope to, yes.
Can you tell me how you feel being here at April in Paris? And are you happy to be here for the ball? And
This is the first time I come for April in Paris. I went to Dallas last time, and I really like very much America.
can you tell me how you happened to come? How did it, who asked you to come? How it happened?
Because of the opportunity of April in Paris.
Why do they call it April in Paris?
I don't know why exactly. It should be in April. I don't know why it takes place now. Why do we call it April in Paris?
Why? We call it April in Paris because it is October, I guess. That's why. Because it makes no sense. No, it started in April. The first 10 years it was April. Now they switched it to October. It was a better time of the year to get people.
Okay, because it's the start of the season, and thank you very much. Enchanté.
American.
Come on with me.
This is all. I understand Bellman did all the dresses.
No, not this one.
Not this one.
From New York, Van Brooks and Horn in New York.
Balmain did most of
With-
the dresses here this evening.
Yes, Bob Almember did except mine. Except mine. Except mine.
Was it hard to get into, or how do you feel comfortable?
I feel comfortable now. I feel comfortable now, thank you.
Are you
Yes.
nervous at all going out in front of all those people?
A bit. Come on with me. Come on. I don't know what to say.
Lived in the 19th century, do you think, and got dressed up like this every night, and one beautiful ball after another, and the whole.
Tonight, but generally, I'm very pleased to be to live nowadays. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you all out there recreating the painting and the whole spirit, all for charity. What are you doing?
Me? Trying to add a little bit more beauty to the legs.
Is it a problem, getting these ladies all done up like this?
There's a problem for me. Everything I do is a pleasure.
Would you like to work constantly on dresses like this? And
I did at one time work for Paolo's Models during before the war.
you've done a beautiful job. And there's a little safety pins, huh?
Yes, I had these pinned around in my bag for years, I think. I didn't think I'd ever use them for here.
Are you going to wear that hat? Excuse me, are you going to be wearing your hat out there? Or? Votre chapeau?
Il est ravissant, mais je le porte à la main, je ne le mets pas.
Bonjour, ça va bien?
Très bien.
C'est très amusant ici, tout?
Les préparatifs du bal sont très amusants.
Oui. Beaucoup votre ami ici, à Paris?
Oui, j'ai beaucoup d'amis qui sont venus, surtout de Biarritz, parce que j'habite Biarritz.
Sorry.
She is the empress. Is he the emperor?
No, he's not an emperor. He's a friend. He's supposed to be a friend.
Oh, a friend in the painting. He was just a friend of the empress. Aha. Yeah. I was curious, of course I know that, you're recreating the painting, and but you're not, she's the Empress Eugenie, but you are not the Emperor.
No.
And who were you?
Just an officer in clothing of every day.
Is there some sort of romantic involvement
No,
implied in the painting?
Nothing special involved. It's only the painting that is real.
Where is the painting actually being kept?
It's in a museum near Paris. And but it's a painting of, all the story of Biarritz has been always around Eugenie and the emperor. It's a painting I know since a very long time. And that it's a famous painting because all those girls that you see here tonight were there in Biarritz 100 years ago.
Could you tell me a little bit about who they were and what they were doing
there
there?
was a lot of people that time. The court of Paris of the emperor was always in Biarritz every summer, and there was also strangers like Bismarck, very important people like Lord Asquith from London, Bismarck. And that's the beginning of the end of the War of 70 began there in Biarritz. The decisions about the War of 70 between French and German people.
So it's a very historical.
Yes, it's a very historical. It's 20 years of a country that every year was held in Biarritz.
Can you tell me at all who painted it?
A man called Winterhalter, who was a very famous painter at that time, and he made a lot of pictures of a lot of people very important of that time, and he made very good pictures of the Empress Eugénie, the emperor, and that picture that we are going to recreate tonight.
Can you tell me, the painting must be very big to have all these people in it?
Big, yes. I don't know. I have no measured it, but it's quite big.
Do you know where the idea came from to recreate the painting?
I think he saw all those very pretty women around the Empress Eugénie, and he wanted to paint them the way he saw them in the court of Versailles.
Like a court painter.
Yeah. Tuileries.
How did they decide to make Biarritz and the painting the theme of this year's April in Paris ball?
Well, you know, it was decided as every year it's something from Paris or from France in this ball, which is a half American ball. This year we decided to make it a Basque Biarritz theme, and nothing is more explaining for Biarritz than the story of Biarritz with the Empress Eugénie and the Emperor, and that's why we're showing tonight two tableaux. One is Biarritz of 100 years ago, and one is Biarritz of today.
Where is that? I have not seen the ladies in Biarritz of...
It's a troupe of Basque dancers and singers that are going to make a show just after to show the Biarritz of today.
It's folkloric dancing. He's the one who knows.
Folklore, yes.
Where are those young people?
They're dressing up now because
they're white.
Yes.
The guys in white are the...
No, they're dressing up because they have an hour more, so they don't. They're not in a hurry.
Get ready.
They're not in a hurry.
Very nice of you to explain everything to me. Do you think there's anything else out there that our audience should know about tonight, or the ball?
Well, I must say that there's always been something between Biarritz, and Biarritz is a small little town, very small little town, but it's in the corner of Spanish border. And what is very important is Biarritz is a small town, but it's a very international town. And we always
racing there and
racing, polo, golf, a lot of golfing.
It's very nice in August, I understand.
Yes, August and beginning of September. There's all the Spanish people crowd coming from Spain, riding and meeting all the English, American people. And it's a small little town, but it's very interesting because it's so international. And we have so many old friends, American old friends there in Biarritz. I have. And, you know, to tell you a lot of people that played golf there, backgammon, I know, everything, dancing there. And
sounds like fun. I used to go to Monte Carlo. I'll have to try Biarritz sometime.
Crosby has been there, Gary Cooper, I played golf with him, and now Sinatra lately. He has spent every last 3 years, every summer in Biarritz.
So we have the American film stars mixing with the aristocratic society of Europe. It sounds like fun.
Exactly what we're doing tonight.
Exactly, and there it is, and all for charity. Thank you for talking to me. Excuse me, can you tell me, all right. I guess that they're getting ready to go in fairly soon now, and the ladies look all very excited, the men all look very handsome, and the photographers are here taking pictures that'll go all over the world because, as we said before, April in Paris is the biggest, most extravagant ball in the world. Excuse me, who'll be part of the tableau?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell me how many people are exactly in the tableau?
Well, we are 4 and 4, 8 for the first part, and 16 for the second. Because we are 2-part dancing. That's it, yeah. But we are 16 dancing together. 8 and then 8. With 4 men for women, for starting, and then 8 men and 8 women.
You know, the dresses are a little big. Is it harder to dance with them, with the big dresses?
Well, you know, the first time we danced with them, so we'll see them. We always repeat it with normal dresses. So the time, I'm sure it will be fine
It
anyway.
looks like everyone has to stand pretty far apart.
But you know, it's dresses made for dancing, so they look hard to dance, but when you are in them, it's very easy because it follows the movement when you valse. And dresses made for valsing.
I can tell that the dresses are going to move beautifully, and I'm sure you're all going to look great, and look forward to
We'll
seeing you
try
out
to
there.
do it.
Thank you very much. Okay.
See you later. I'm
Okay,
gonna go
Sabu, thank you so much.
Oh, lipstick.
You don't need any makeup. You look beautiful, but the catch of your bracelet is undone.
Maybe I could give you. Maybe I could fix this bracelet. Do you think anybody could fix it?
Maybe you could wrap it around a little bit, Sabu. Are you nervous at all?
I'm always nervous at anything like this. As long as I don't have to speak, it's not too bad, though. Out there, I mean.
You speak beautifully, really.
No.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
it.
right
Oh, I know. Take your shine off also.
Yes.
Comme ça ira parce que.
The ladies have to sit 3 chairs apart. It's really. But you certainly don't look like wallflowers. Well, we're doing this for something called cable television, which is public access television, which is free. There are no commercials, and it's a free gift to New York.
So, no toothpaste smiles.
No toothpaste smiles, and it's just, it's just been fun to come out and see all you beautiful ladies helping and hearing about the history.
I hope we can. Is it in
Certainly.
color?
I'm afraid it's not. It's in black and white.
Well, still, we'd love to see it.
Color equipment is very big and very bulky, and we couldn't come in, and run it around like this as easily. But, we'll have color someday.
Well, we're here. Do you think
It's very expensive, the colored equipment, and we do this for free, so it's, But it's working out beautifully, and you look beautiful in black and white. But this one is yellow, and this one is yellow with the white lace, and this one is pink, and lots of white and violet. Eugenie has lots of violet on, and
No one will ask us to dance. We're all sitting against the wall.
no, I think that everyone will ask you to dance. That's silly. Will you be wearing these costumes throughout the ball tonight?
I'm going to keep mine on because I'm too lazy to go back and change, and also it's fun.
It is fun, and I know.
Don't you think?
Definitely, and it's going to, you're really going to be sweeping around that dance floor. They're going to move back a little bit, huh?
I hadn't thought of that. We'll have to make an aisle.
They'll leave. They'll be forced to
The
leave.
main part, I hope they've gotten you big tables because you're going to need a little more room than they've allowed everybody else.
Big tables. But you see why Southern Belle swooned and had vapors and had to sit down all the time? Because this is very heavy.
Is it hot?
Very hot and very heavy. The hoop skirts are very heavy.
But you all look so cool. Really. Okay, thank you. Well, here they are, the ladies of the tableau. Grace, can you talk to me for a minute?
No.
Come on, tell me. Listen, do you wish you were all dressed up in one of these big ball gowns?
I sure do.
Are you jealous?
I do, yes. Of every single one of them.
Well, and what do you think about Sabu coming in here, making them all beautiful? And did he make you beautiful
I think that's
first?
great. No.
You look
He's
lovely.
too busy.
She was too
love
busy.
to have all
She
the
doesn't
dresses.
need. Okay, thank you very much. They used to have those little lap dogs. That you could really hide under one of those dresses. The cocktail started at 7 to 9. Then they all went into the main ballroom where they started to sit down at their tables. It's 10:10 now. They've had an entire French Legion band out there with flags, and soon, of course, all the ladies and the men will be going out there to recreate the painting and dance. And the evening goes on till 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's really going to be a fabulous time. The champagne, the jewelry, the dresses, everyone dressed up. Really. Le dernier cri, ici. The stars all over the dresses, it's really...
Ça fait bien. Mais non, mais il faut regarder au-dessus de la tête. Il ne comprendra rien.
This is called invasion of privacy here. What are you talking about? Can you tell us at all?
Last recommendation.
And what was it?
No,
Moi too.
No, I want them to think that it's natural.
It's secret.
So, who designed your dress?
The designer is Mrs. Gronzeff.
Yours?
Mine too. Madame Grandchef.
I know Bellman did some of them. There were a lot of...
But not just those two. And the rest has been done by Madame Grantsev in Paris. She's a Russian lady, and she makes.
Can you tell me, ladies going to keep these dresses and maybe wear them off in Monte Carlo or Biarritz or?
If it was the epoch wanted, why not? But if it was fanciful, yes. But if it was not, no.
No, but I mean, I think you could wear this to a gala, to the Croix Rouge, or it would look right at home, don't you think?
I think so. I think so too. Because now we're coming back to this sort of style.
I think it's great, and all these little stars, and it's wonderful.
Madame Grantsev is an old Russian lady who makes theater costumes. And we, with Maurice Carrère, we went to her and we asked her to make those dresses, and she made, with the picture in her hand of the Winterhalter copy, she made those dresses exactly the way it's painted in Winterhalter's picture.
How many fittings did the dresses take?
Not so many, no. No, she really did miracles.
Can you tell me who made yours?
She did too.
She made yours as well?
She did too. I tried many costumes at her place, and it's funny because when a costume is well made, it can fit somebody 10 times taller than, or 2 times taller than I am, or it's extraordinary.
Because it has its own feeling.
Yes.
I think because it really, in a lot of these, of course, the ladies have such beautiful figures that they all look like they have great figures anyway. But who tied up all those laces in back? Boy, some of them are really complicated.
Yes, they're complicated, but they're really copied. How do you say copied?
So how do they see the back of the painting? How do they know what was in back?
Well, you know,
Books,
when you see
research.
enough in the front, you can just guess what is behind.
Is this your first trip or second? Do you come to New York often?
I've been living in New York for 1 year in 1947-48, and I've been often in New York, just passing through. I've been 10 years in magazine writing in magazines and
which magazines do you write for?
French magazines like Paris Match, Jour de France.
I write myself.
Yeah. And now I'm a writer. I write books and.
Can you tell us one of your books? I mean, you know, from the way you talk, I bet you write well.
Novels and poetry books and plays for the.
Are you writing an article about the April in Paris ball?
I don't know. This is not the type of thing I am writing about. But writing has always been my really
fiction or more serious things, or
half fiction, half serious. Well, I believe that it's even easier to write about something you lived than something you invent. And I think everybody, when he writes about something he has seen somewhere.
We all draw on our own what happens to ourselves, right? As actors do.
Translate it to something else and make.
Is it true cosmopolitan? Can you tell us, do you enjoy living in New York, having lived all over the world and gone to the most elegant places? Is New York isn't uncivilized or dangerous? Tell us your view.
I wouldn't say that. I've been always very happy here in New York, but last 20 years I've been only passing by, you know, so it's difficult for me to make a judgment about that. I think...
You've been here a year, that's a good long time.
Yes, but that was a long time ago. It was very much different, very different.
What does it seem like now? Would you...
It was different because I was 25.
Yes, it might have been a little different then. How do you think New York is now? What do you feel, a lot of good vibrations about New York? Or?
Yes, it's an interesting... Everybody's working a lot, and you feel that everybody has a lot to do, and there's no time lost, and it's a completely different civilization as a European in a way.
Definitely different.
Definitely, I think everything is so different, but something I like, some things I don't. But it's a wonderful thing to go to another place and discover what the other have that you don't have, and what you have and they don't have.
When we look at all those beautiful girls and all the men looking so elegant, it's taking us back 100 years, really. And I'm sure the ladies were the même chose. It must have been much the same, the young and beautiful. And
I believe the ladies were very beautiful at that time, but I think they're very beautiful today.
They definitely are very beautiful
Everywhere
today.
you go, in New York, in Paris, in London, everywhere you go, you find very beautiful ladies.
Thank God for that. Okay. Thank you very much.
Only we could wear dresses like this all the time. Wouldn't you like to?
You'd have to have some. You really have to bring back all the big cars, and
Horses and carriages.
would you really like to do that? I can just see you sweeping through all those southern mansions and all the columns and things, and the picnics and
And the balls.
balls. Sure, I know. You like the balls best.
I love to dance. And the waltzes.
Who's providing the music here tonight?
I don't know. Do you know?
I suppose for Strauss, it's the Strauss waltz. So there'll be lots of.
Oh, no, it's the waltz from the Sleeping Beauty ballet, isn't it?
The Sleeping Beauty ballet, or is it the Lagoon? The Lagoon.
Lagoon.
Yes, Lagoon. I suppose it's on record, I believe.
Oh no, you mean they're not going to play it live with lots of violins and?
There are lots of violins there, but
Comes through very well. Comes through very well. It'll be very lovely.
I'm a little disappointed because you ladies are really giving them the real thing. You know?
Maybe they didn't know how to play it. I don't know.
Oh, that's I'm sure they could. Do you live in Paris all the time?
yes, we do.
Are you American or are you French or?
American, she's half American.
So what?
Frenchman.
Well, it's okay. Why is it that you decided to live in Paris as opposed to America?
Because we married Frenchmen.
And do they come with you when you come over here? And
Yes.
but they're not in the tableau with you?
Never.
Why not?
I don't know. They just decided that they didn't think they waltzed well enough. But her brother is in the tableau.
Do you miss America? Do you wish that you could come? Do you come often?
Very often. Come 2 or 3 times a year. I love coming back.
Do you go to Biarritz a lot?
Well, I haven't been now for 3 years, but I'm going this summer. Next summer.
And you?
I haven't been there in several years. I spent a great deal of time there as a young child. I haven't been back in a long time.
Now that everyone's getting in the mood of Biarritz again, because that's the whole theme for tonight, isn't it?
Exactly. I'd love to go back. It's very pretty.
You're very pretty. Thank you for talking to me, both of you. Excuse me. How much is that dress heavy?
No, it's not heavy. It looks heavy.
As the Empress Eugenie and her tableau go out here at the Waldorf-Astoria. Down they go, the last glimpses of the ladies in the dresses. The Duchess, the Princess, the Countess, all titled aristocratic nobility here from France for the charity ball. They really know how to behave in front of the camera. They're used to the spotlight, giving their time to charity, raising up to $500,000. Our Couri Hay, Anton Perich, wishing you a good night.